What's going on, guys and dolls? Welcome to the spot. Little different format for me, so bear with me, please. This is not what I'm used to doing. Having my mug there is not normal for me. But I'm excited, super excited. In fact, Exo Caged RC. Joe has officially, as of last night around 8 p.m., soft launched the Gen X. I have been showing this off in some videos and some reels. Just kind of a vague, hey, look at this. Guess what's coming down the pipe? Just stay tuned. Well, today's the day. Now I get to go into it in a little bit more depth and show it off to you guys a little more close up than I have recently. So, without further ado, this is the Gen X. So as you look at it from the bottom, you see that it is going to be designed to run servo behind the axle. It is a 60 millimeter front link, 155 millimeter rear link in the GXF configuration, which is the Generation X forward skid configuration. I added a second bend to my links for some more clearance and a carrier bearing so that I didn't have any interruptions in my breakovers. Pretty versatile chassis kit, as it can do C2, C2.5, C3, and Sporty if you're funky enough. I am. So without further ado, we're going to get the lid off of this deal and kind of show you what makes it tick and get some more close-ups of what you are to expect with your kit. Just for the simplicity of things, we did go with the stage killer body. Obviously, it's gangster, right? Low profile, big cuts, off-sea daisies. What we have here is failure to compromise. Deluxe portal trans, skeleton. Furatech Unity 10, 1800 kilovolt, not the 2300. We went for torquey, 9-tooth pinion. Look at all the rooms. 650 milliamp 3S pack right here in the saddle. Carrier bearing chilling. And just look how nicely this is packaged, how tight, just how good this looks. So, you know, we have the appropriate amount of hangover in the chassis front and rear to meet whatever Sorka nerd rules you got. This has also been fit with a 40 scale point hard body just for those kind of instances. We'll pop the Ovonic 650 out. Just look at that deal. 22 degrees of skid angle. Outboard rear uppers. We run 105 millimeter deluxe shocks front and rear. Fronts with offset caps. Look at them deals. It is fit also with the deluxe high offset wheels, J Concepts, period. J Concepts all day, no matter what. It's just the way to go. Sorry. I choosing these deals for, dude, I haven't any. I've run a few tires in the megalithics. They just work everywhere, all the time, no matter what. The only thing they really don't do well in is heavy dirt. Like if there's dirt, you're driving on dirt and you have to push up on a rock. These don't do well in the dirt. These do really good on the rocks. That's where the fuck your crawler should be anyway. Crawler shouldn't be in the dirt. But look at this. Would you just look at it? It's so clean and well laid out. Simple trans, motor tucked, plenty of room between the motor and the servo. Everything just tucks up in the front end so nice, and it sits good. Oh, does it sit good. Lots of droop travel, because that's the way I like to party. You like that? You like, look one more, just because, right? It's so tasty. Mia's cheat code axles, modified, with just a touch of toe in to take the Ackerman away. Why do we take Ackerman away? Because I usually drive in such a manner that my shit's always like so. I am on the outside front tire trying to come off an obstacle, making a turn. How about that for balance, boys and girls? Titanium links come in the kit. There's also a boat-sided, more center-skidded version of this with a longer front end for those who like that. I'm more of a short nose kind of guy. What a bad piece of kit this is. Since I started driving it, it's just been good. There's a couple videos out there already of it just getting down. Finally getting the tires broke in nicely. Still dialing in the foams the way I want them. But overall, dude, this thing's going to be a menace. It is a menace. Adjustability, there's a lot. Good God, what is there? 3, 6, 9, 10? Is that what we're looking at? 3, 6, 9, 10. 10 holes for the upper fronts, or the upper rears, I'm sorry. There is 4, 7, looks like 7 holes for the upper front links. We've got lots of choices for upper shock mounts, or lots of choices for carrier bearing if you choose to run a carrier. Not everybody is. Joe also is not. I am, because I have a, look at that thing. Look at that. Oh. Do with that information what you will. As you see in the front, I have moved the body mount back so I could run a front bumper, tucked back a little bit, and I run this thing slammy-dammied enough that the servo's just under the front frame rail. I absolutely love this thing. I started life with the exo-caged products, going down to his spot for a 24 scale crawl and competition from Michigan. I was on site for maybe 15 minutes before he had a remote in my hand, and I was driving the OG executioner of his and his then team driver Keone's. Awesome. I'm actually working on a 45-minute long video of that day that me and Texoma Josh were just learning the exo-cage trucks and actually kind of driving a little head-to-head buddy battle / follow the leader kind of game with Keone and Joe's trucks. 45 minutes. There was a lot of driving. Fails, Bales, and Nails will be the title to that thing. But again, dude, it's so clean. So clean. Everything just tucks so good. Oh, it's so good. And yes, you're hearing things. My setup is a little bit different than most, if not all. Yeah, pretty much all. I run a first stage insert and a foam outer stage. My first stage insert is weighted with 150 grams per front of lead and stainless steel shot. And this one is in the 75 gram neighborhood of steel and lead shot in the first stage. So what that is doing is acting precisely like a loaded dice, except I can take it off and put it on anybody's truck. Obviously that it'll fit because I run high offset, but take this guy off and put it on anybody's truck, and you can feel what it's like to drive with loaded dice. Bots rod shit. Part of the reason why this thing does the things that it does, because it's just slippery damn fingers, boy, I'll tell you what. It's just good. It's the way to go. And that's what I do. So I run around 100 weight shock oil in these deluxe shocks. No shit. I also run bands on them so it stays to the ride height I want, which is just about bottomed out in the back, just about bottomed out in the front. So there's still a little bit of room to move the axle before the chassis reacts. 100 weight shock oil. Watch the speed in which the front axle droops out from under this truck. Isn't that nice? Isn't that really nice? How about them rears? Oh yeah, they're banded too. Also, you'll note that my rears are slugged internally to take half of their travel out. Why would I buy a 105 millimeter shock and remove half of its stroke? So I have flexibility. I can maintain the amount of flex that I desire without having too much. And I can move the shock around to where I want. I can jack the ass end up if I want. I have flexibility. So we buy long shocks, slug them down, weight them heavy, and tie them down because I can. Same with the front end. We run offset front shock caps so we can tuck. Look at that. Look at that. That's so good. Look at that. Ah! So good. And it does all the things. It doesn't cry, doesn't piss, doesn't moan. It just does it. As long as I do my job as a driver. And honestly, I just been beating the shit out of it. Legitimately just beating the shit out of it. Any of my guys that have been around while I'm driving it, I've entered it in 3 comps so far. One of them we drove like it was relatively, it was serious enough to actually like just drive, you know, because we're out of state. Zach, you know the deal. Which we got runner up. We got beat by 6 points, and then I runnered up with this. Right, and we're back. Battery change, and I had to take the case off of the GoPro. Damn, that thing gets hot fast. Anyway, we were talking about comping this truck. So I ran it in 2 rounds of the Southeast Michigan hit list as they do a C2.5 class. Really, there's a bunch of events. I didn't have this or have it together in enough time to actually like truly be a part of the point series. So I just had some fun, ran some gates, and then beat the absolute shit out of it. What else you gonna do? I'm not trying to be a spoiler or ruin something for somebody that they've worked 6-7 weeks to get to a spot, and then I come in and upset some shit or whatever. Not gonna be that guy. So again, just to reiterate, what makes this tick? My inserts, deluxe wheels, deluxe portal skeleton trans, deluxe 105 millimeter shocks. Fronts have offset caps, 100 weight oil because, well, bot special. The Fury 10, or the Unity 10, the Unity 10 from Furitech, decent enough. It's not bad. I did have to run down to a 9-tooth pinion so that it wouldn't, well, shit the bed as soon as I tried to push up something. This truck weighs approximately 2,650 grams. It is 58.5% on the nose. So it's got extraordinary downs with composure, right? It'll sit near 90 degrees, if not at 90 degrees, depending on what you're doing. Just absolute destroyer. Love this thing to death. It also has that good of manners on the upside of things. Like, really, guy? Really? I mean, are we looking at this? Oh, yeah. So, again, wicked combo. Fly Sky unit. I have a, oh God, what is this? Oh, it's a Hobby Park 65 kg low pro front servo while I'm waiting for my BKTT low pro direct power. Ooh, that brings up something. Why are we doing a direct power? Because if I so much as try to servo wiggle this deal, this guy shits the bed. Goes into oh fuck mode, shuts itself off, makes you wait, and if it's trying to recenter itself and it has any resistance, it will not restart. Fuck. This is the exo caged fuck me RC. Fuck. Ah! The official has fuck me. What is it we got?